This is ACT December 2022, number 41. Please pause the video to read the problem and also do the problem. Resume to see the solutions. Please pause now. We will illustrate two ways to do this. The first one will be using the numerical solve feature on the TI-84. The second one, we will solve this algebraically, or what we might say by hand. First way is to use the numerical solve feature on the TI-84. First, what we're going to have to do, though, is substitute the 100 decibels in for the letter D. And so we're going to get the equation 100 is equal to 10 times the logarithm of the quotient of the intensity divided by 10 to the negative 12 power. And what we're going to do is use the numerical solve feature to solve that equation for I. We will use the letter X, though, when we type it in to the calculator. So to access the numerical solve, you press Math and press the up arrow to get to the very bottom because it's the last one in the list there. So I'll press Enter on Numerical Solver. There's already been an equation there before, expression 1, E1, and expression 2, left and right-hand sides. So I'll clear what's in expression 1 and type in the left side, which is 100. And then I'll press the down arrow and clear that out and type in the right-hand side expression, 10 times the log key. And then I'm going to need the quotient, the rational expression, so alpha and then xt theta n gets me the quotient. Again, in place of I, I'm going to type in x. And then in the denominator, I'll type in the 10 raised to the caret power, the caret key rather, negative 12. Press the right arrow to get out of there, right arrow to get out of the denominator, and then the right parentheses. Let me double check that. 100 equals 10 times the log of x divided by 10 to the negative 12. So once you have that typed in there, to go OK, you press the graph key because it's right above the graph key. And here we're asked to solve this equation or have the calculator solve the equation. And so we need to seed it with a number. So I'm just going to pick the number 10. Seems to be about right, though some of these are really big, some are really small. And don't press enter, but press the graph key to solve it using this as our initial guess. So I'll press graph, and it's getting this answer, 0.01 and a bunch of zeros and a 5. And so this is really 1/100th. And 1/100th, of course, is really a 10 to the negative 2 power. The second way we'll do is the traditional way by hand using logarithm features. And so again, I'll have to substitute 100 in for D. And that's equal to 10 times the log, and this is to the base 10, of course, of the intensity divided by 10 to the negative 12th power. And I think I'm going to put in that base 10 here because that helps me do this. One of the things I might want to do is divide both sides by 10. So if I divide both sides by 10, 100 divided by 10 would be 10. And this 10 will divide out and make a 1. So I'll be left with log to the base 10 of this expression. And you can pause at any time if I'm going too fast. And then I'm going to use the properties of logarithms to rewrite this. And it's going to be the base 10 raised to this 10 is equal to the expression inside the parentheses, I divided by 10 to the negative 12th. Remember, logarithms are exponents, so we're saying this exponent is equal to this log, so the base to this 10 is equal to the expression here. And then what I can do is treat this as if it were proportion, means extremes. And when I multiply 10 to the 10th times 10 to the negative 12th, I get 1 times I, or I. And so keep the base the same and add the exponents, and we're going to get 10 to the negative 2 power, which is equal to I, which is answer A.